welcome to Naz Beauty. My name is Satta and I'm the founder of Naz Beauty. So at Naz Beauty, what we do is basically we're on a journey to redefine what beauty means for African women and girls. And how we do that is by utilizing natural ingredients like coconut oil, palm kernel oil, honey, African black soap, shea butter, etc. to make hair care products. Looking back at how we started, so Naz Beauty, we started in 2017, officially got registered in 2017. And Naz Beauty was basically birthed out of, me being a young student at the time in university. And I didn't have the right hair care products, so I wanted to go natural with my own hair. I didn't have the right care products on the Liberian market, and even if sometimes you see some of the products that you want, they were very expensive at the time. So we're talking about $25, $35 for one jar or one bottle of shampoo or one jar of hair cream, and they were very expensive. And just being university and coming from a low-income family, I thought it was okay, maybe let me start my natural hair journey. So when I started my natural hair journey in 2014, so 2014, 15, 16, I couldn't afford all the hair care products that were on the market. So I did some research. I started making my own products for my hair. So whenever I would go to school, my friends would be like, what are you using in your natural hair? What are you using in your hair? And I'll be like, oh, I make this thing for myself. And they would be like, okay, I'll bring my jar. Whenever you make some, you give me some as well. So that was how we started. So in 2017, I launched with the first 50 jars of just our hair butter at the time. It was just one product. And then in 2018, we expanded the product line to include shampoo, to include conditioner, to include hair oil. So fast forward to where we are right now. In 2023, we're one of the winners of the UNDP Growth Accelerator program. And this gave us the chance to win $40,000, which pushed our business to where it is right now. So some of the things that this grant helped us to do was, one, we rebranded. So we've created a new brand, and this new brand has a new story behind it. It's more of creating a brand that connects with African women, creating a brand that not only provide products for African women, but we're also trying to create a community around what we do, so that women and girls are not just being told that use this product, but also they have a community, a safe community where they can, seek natural hair tricks. People can reach out to them. They can reach out to people in that community as well. So basically empowering women through beauty, that's one of the main things that we at Naz Beauty are about. So we started as Naz Naturals in 2017, and then in 2024, we rebranded with the help of the UNDP Growth Accelerator program. And why we rebranded was because we wanted to expand our community of impact. So usually when people think about, when our customers hear Naz Naturals, they think about just natural hair, and we realized that beauty for African women can mean different things to different people. There are people with relaxed hair, there are people with locked hair, there are people with just other hair textures and other hair types that we wanted to include in this very big community that we were creating around beauty. So we thought it was that instead of just being Naz Naturals, where people think we're just making impacts for natural hair, but we could also include other people in the beauty and community as well. So before our rebrand, we will sell like 100 products a month, just based on everything. But now after the rebrand, we're actually one of the challenges that we have after our rebrand is meeting market demand. So we've created so much demand for the products, and part of that is just the story behind our rebranding, like expanding our community to the entire beauty space, and hopefully with time we can include skincare products as well. So if you look at our branding, I don't know if you can see anything from here, but if you look at our branding, we have incorporated something from the FIRE script, and part of that is just telling women and girls that, and connecting it back home to Liberia, that this thing started in Liberia, and we can use some of our traditional icons to make this thing look beautiful. But yeah, going back to growth in terms of financial scalability, we were making 100 products a month. Let's say in terms of production, we're making 100 products or selling 100 products a month. Sometimes we will barely sell the 100 products a month. But now we've created so much demand for the products that we can't meet the market demand. So we're not able to put our products in supermarkets yet, because the people that are buying from us every month, we can't necessarily meet all of their demand. So we can reach out to all the other places that we could be selling more products to. So that's one. The second part of that is, after the entire rebrand, some of the challenges that we faced is that our products look so good. I remember one time we had sales agents in the street selling our sachet products. The products look so good that people do not believe that our products are made in Liberia. And that's a major bridge for, it's a major gap, because whenever we're in a market or we're trying to do sales, they're like, okay, this thing I'm made in Liberia, in 1 or 2 weeks, we won't see it on the market anymore. And so now we're trying to figure out a marketing strategy to bridge that gap, because it's a major challenge, in as much as, you want your products, you want your branding to stand out, you want your product to be compared to international products. There are also that challenge that, we have to work through, and we're currently creating a marketing strategy around that. When we started in 2017, I was the only one. I was the one making the product. I was the one selling the product. I was the one going to pop-up shops. I was the one doing literally, I was the financial person, I was the marketing, I was the everything. And being a college student at the time too, it was also hard. But fast forward to 2018, I was able to hire somebody else that would basically help with production, and then sometimes help if we have to go to, say, a pop-up shop, if we have to go and do sales. So, but now, with the UNDP grant, with the UNDP Growth Accelerator, which is the biggest grant we've received, and the impact of that is just visible. So right now, we're a full female team, 100% female. We believe that women should be able to make this change for women, because women are the majority of the people that are purchasing in the beauty industry. And sometimes you have, male-led company making products that don't necessarily suit or are solutions to some of the problems that women have. So we believe that in order to make this change, we have to understand the problems that women have. And being women ourselves, we're 100% female-led team. All our employees right now are female. So we now have me, which is the team lead. We have a production assistant. We have financial assistant, which is our accountant as well. We have a production manager. We're hiring a marketing and sales team. And just speaking about marketing and sales, a major way that we've found to promote our product as a small business is through digital marketing. Because we can't necessarily afford the traditional marketing in terms of, buying a billboard space, paying for flyers regularly, and all of these things. But with the digital marketing, which is Facebook, Instagram, mostly social media, we're able to track whatever content we put out there. We're able to see the impact of the content that we put out there. So basically, for marketing, we use social media. For sales, we have our website, so it's nazbeautyafrica.co, where you can source our products from. And then we also you can source our products from Data Salon in Cinco as well. You can also source our products from our office space. We do delivery in Central Monrovia as a whole. So yes. Okay. Just being a female entrepreneur, some of my challenges have been endless. Number one is just being in the beauty industry. You don't have a lot of investors or a lot of money coming to the beauty industry as you would say agriculture, as you would say renewable energy, as you would say all of the different industries. We started in 2017, and the UNDP Growth Accelerator was our biggest grant. It was our biggest investment in our business after, say, 6 or 5 years. That's a lot of time to put into something and not be able to get. So with entrepreneurship, it's a roller coaster. You receive the grant today, you're happy, you're excited of all the changes that can happen in your business. Tomorrow you source something, it's not working. You think about this grand idea that, okay, it's going to make a change, this thing is going to be impactful. You apply that, it doesn't work. You go back to your room, you cry. You talk to who you can talk to if you have a mentor. You ask for help if you can. But one thing is, you come back the next day. And you figure out a way to do it better. And you figure out a way to come back better. And you keep doing it over and over and over and over. And at some point, you will see that this thing that I wake up every morning and commit myself to, this thing that I believe can empower women and girls in Liberia and potentially the continent as a whole, I've invested my time in is making the impact. Being here today, just looking at this space that we're in this space because of the Growth Accelerator. Some of the impact the Growth Accelerator took our business from year to year. It was that fast. So we didn't have a full-on office space and production space. I was still working from home, still making products from home. The Growth Accelerator was able to provide that for us. We're able to source 15,000 bottles from China because of the Growth Accelerator. We're able to source our packaging. We're able to source a lot of raw materials that could start up to make all the products that we wanted to make. We're able to source all of that. We're able to hire a lot of people to be able to help with this thing that we're trying to do. So the impact of the Growth Accelerator for us is very visible. Like everywhere around us you look, you see UNDP, you see Growth Accelerator, you see what they're doing, you see and what we are doing as well. And then lastly, what I would like to say is I will encourage a lot of people to get into entrepreneurship, but I'll also tell you that it's hard. You need to be consistent. You need to commit your time. You need to be able to ask for help. That's another thing I had to learn the hard way. You need to be able to seek mentorship from people that have been in the field. Like, just ask questions. Ask anything that, will confuse you. You need to be able to reach out to people. You need to be able to do all of these things to be able to make the impact you want to make. Because sometimes, I personally, one of my biggest challenge being an entrepreneur is networking because I'm an introvert. I like to sit down behind my computer and do my work and not bother anybody. But if you choose to do these things, sometimes you have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to step out of the box. You have to do all of these things that you wouldn't every day wake up and feel like, okay, I can do this. But sometimes you just, okay, yeah, let me try. And you get that over with. You get to do it. You get to feel like, at some point you sit down and you look, and my biggest fulfillment is when somebody texts me and be like, oh, my hair was breaking and I used your product and it's working for me, or I see a picture or some kind of testimonial of a child using our hair care products and the hair is growing and somebody is feeling beautiful, somebody is feeling confident. You get to say, yeah, at least what I'm doing, I know that there's an impact. Someone is benefiting from what I'm doing. So basically that's it for me.